Hello, everybody. I'm sorry for my voice. I have a bit of a cold. Sorry, I lost my voice. I don't have a cold. Colds are for losers like, Adam.
Hey!
So we have Adam.
Like, whenever they start insulting each other in real life, I tell them, save it for the videos.
Yeah. It's a lot more fun to do it,
You just gave away the whole gimmick.
what gimmick?
The
What?
fact that we're always fighting in these videos.
Well,
Always insulting each other.
yeah, that's all part of the point.
Why give it away, though?
Why not?
Because we've put out like 5 videos so far. I think they got the idea by now that you like to insult him and he likes to insult you.
Why blow the, what's it called? Suspension of disbelief.
The
What
suspension of
suspension
what?
of disbelief?
What disbelief? Disbelieve that you're actually fighting?
Just
I
believe
think
that
it's
we
pretty obvious that you're actually fighting.
No, we've never fought before in our lives.
What?
We don't fight. It's, called,
Well, it's sort of like a play fight. I don't know. They don't bare their teeth.
They do now.
So we're gonna go... I like this turret.
Here they come. Up high.
So is this Metropolis or Uprising?
Why are you asking me? I've never played this game before.
All right then, Adam. Is this Metropolis or Uprising?
I'm not watching.
Oh, that's too bad. It does actually look
Stop
quite.
lying. You've admitted before that you've played the game. You said that you like the Arbiter missions better.
I haven't played
You
the
know
entire
it.
game, but I have no idea where I am.
Jackass.
I think this is Uprising. Yeah, this is Uprising.
You know,
I
my
thought
turret
Uprising
got
was near the end of
destroyed.
the game.
Oh wait,
My-
not Uprising. Sorry, that's Outskirts. I mixed them up.
My turret
Yeah,
got
Uprising is near
destroyed.
the end of the campaign.
Yeah, Uprising is near the end. That's my least favorite mission.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my least favorite one too because of how hard it is, but I still like it, mainly because it has the payoff of going into the,
It's just that one spawn point really is the most major problem with it.
yeah, definitely.
You know what? This sniper rifle's really good.
That's kind of the point. It's one of the better weapons in the game, actually.
I wish it wouldn't have the times 10. I wish it just had times 5 because the times 10 makes it sort of more difficult to aim and such, and when you're trying to get out of your zoom, it can make it a bit more difficult.
You
I
kidding?
don't know, I like having the option I suppose, but it gets in my way a lot.
I killed one!
Who has a needler?
Kill it full of holes!
I have to
So
play
you
this
like
game
this
again.
now, don't you?
No. It's annoying when you're fighting against enemies and they have needlers.
This game
Oh.
is very similar to Half-Life 2, you know.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of
really
like they
loving the
copied.
aesthetics of the Vista version, of course, considering that you got better resolution. I think, doesn't the original Xbox about 480i, I'd say, I think. I don't know if it's a... Yeah, I think it can output component. Yeah, it can output a component.
That's the way!
If you,
There's
for those of
the
you who don't know about component and such, maybe we should have instructor's lesson on video cables.
Oh no.
Alright, so the worst is RF. Nobody should use RF in the right mind. It's got one cable for both audio and video, and it's really fuzzy and bad. And it's analog connection. Analog connections degrade in the cables and such, and are generally worse than digital, as you'd probably expect, because it's harder for a digital connection to degrade. Because it's either, like if it degrades, most likely what will happen is you lose a pixel. At least that's what I think. But yeah, but RF is like that. Then you get step up to composite, which is pretty much the worst video cable that's still in use.
Jeez, you're rather harsh.
Well, yeah, it is the worst video cable. It's not RGB like VGA is. Again, a lot of dang abbreviations going around, I suppose. But composite is a very fuzzy signal. It only goes up to 480i. It's analog, whereas VGA it goes all the way up to like past 1080p. It's ridiculous. Like, you can still use VGA decently well on computers today. You know, it's still pretty fuzzy, but composite, yeah, not gonna happen much. Like, pretty much any modern monitor and television will outpace 480i. And for those who don't know, the 480i is different than 480p, like what you see in your YouTube browser, because 480p displays all the pixels in every frame. Well, interlace, I think it alternates the lines it uses to sort of interlace it together. I'm not exactly certain about all these facts, but that seems to be what I remember. But yeah, then you get a step up to component, which is still an analog signal, but it splits it into 3 different cables for video, and of course your normal 2 different analog audio connections, your red and your white, but you also have red, green, and blue with component. Oh yeah, I missed one S video, but it's nothing really to write home about. It's just slightly better than composite. And old game consoles sometimes support it, old VCRs do, but I think it also tops out at 480i. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, component, it goes all the way up to 1080i, which is alright, but again, most monitors and televisions nowadays can do 1080p, which is better, so don't bother with components unless you need to, in which case it is better than composite. But yeah, components, it's alright, I suppose. And then what modern televisions and monitors often use is HDMI, which is pretty much all of them, except maybe high-end DisplayPort. The DisplayPort is only used on high-end video cards and monitors, though.
You do realize you're probably putting the audience to sleep, right?
This is interesting stuff here. Important stuff. Like,
Yeah.
if you use composite on a Blu-ray player, you're completely missing the point of Blu-ray.
Quick question.
Why would you use 480p on a Blu-ray where pretty much the only point of having a Blu-ray is to have 1080p? Why would, like, if you be educated on this stuff, you won't be throwing your money down the drain buying like 480p televisions or so when you actually have HDMI, or bottlenecking an HD TV with fuzzy composite cables.
Quick question. How do I kill the worm guys?
The hunters?
Yeah.
These guys shoot a lot. They're really powerful in Halo 2.
They're really tough. You just have to keep shooting them.
Yeah.
I'll give them my present.
Yeah.
What?
Coming!
I'm giving them presents.
In the form of...
Grenades.
Grenades work really well, especially the blue sticky ones.
The plasma?
Yes.
The fragmentation grenades are actually sort of decent in campaign, but not as much in multiplayer.
I like
You can still use them in multiplayer, but it's easier to hit somebody with a plasma.
I'm all out of ammo for my weapons.
Find new weapons.
Find new weapons. But yeah,
See how he
anyways.
did that? Good.
But now, there is a couple different versions of HDMI. I think like HDMI 1.2 and 2.0 are the most common nowadays, something like that. But
What?
and HDMI like 1.2, I think it can do 4K, but it can't do it at 60 hertz. It can't do 60 frames per second 4K.
People don't know what 60 hertz
you
are.
gotta get HDMI 2.0.
What are 60 hertz?
60 hertz is a refresh rate. So
What's the refresh
You-
rate?
it's
What?
how many times your monitor can refresh per second. If you have a 30 hertz monitor, well, then you won't see any higher than 30 frames per second because the monitor simply can't do it. But yeah, if you have a 30 hertz a cable or connection or so, then that'll also bottleneck it. There's just tons of bottlenecks in video, so make sure if you have a high-end video system, you need cables to match it. And not by that I don't mean like monster cables and so. Those are not worthless, but not any better than your ordinary cable.
You sure about
So,
that?
You need, but the things you do want to worry about is like HDMI 2.0, HDMI versus composite, stuff like that. And yeah, if you're working with computers, of course the best is usually display ports, but that you need a high-end monitor for, and such. With HDMI being the next best. But really, you can still stick with DVI if you're not using 4K or 2K, because DVI, while it is, I think, 30 Hz 4K, it's still perfectly good with 1080p. And the digital signal doesn't really change much between DVI and HDMI. The video quality isn't that much different. When you go a step up from VGA to DVI, it's a big difference, but not as much from DVI to HDMI, which DVI is the white cable. Another cable sort of in between. But yeah, that's Structure's lesson on video cables. Just use HDMI is basically the answer.
What if you don't have a monitor for HDMI?
Use DVI.
What's DVI? Like what head
It's
is
the
it?
white cable that is square-like.
Oh, those.
It looks like VGA, but it's square, like a square, and it has
Then
usually is white at the ends.
here's a question.
Yeah.
Which one's more powerful, the mother or the father DVI?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, the DVI heads. They're two separate heads. There's the mother.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the female and the male connections? Well, neither is really more powerful. Like, something strange about DVI is actually the male connection is on the computer rather than on the cable. Yeah. It's one of the ones you have to screw in, which gets really annoying over time. But you don't have to tighten your pins all the way. It's something you need to know. If you do that, you end up unscrewing the nuts on your computer, and you don't want to do that.
And we know how much nuts don't like to be unscrewed.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna take us totally off track.
Isn't that right, Adam?
I'm not even going to. No, just no.
Anyways,
I found a secret area.
Good for you.
It has a red truck.
It's not a secret area, it's just part of the map.
Oh, isn't anything a part of the map a secret area?
No.
If it's non-explicit?
No. It's just a little side area.
Come here, you stupid ally. No, I don't want that. What weapon do you have? I will take that. I like the SMG.
Really?
Yeah, super good. If you dual wield it.
Battle rifle's better.
Sniper rifle's the best.
Nah, I prefer the, what's it called?
Beam rifle.
Needler. To both.
The Needler's
No,
not
I
that
like the
good.
Needler.
The Needler's not that good.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
It's not that good.
it can be
freezes
good
your-
in certain situations,
But usually it's not that
like a
good.
multiplayer. Well, it's not
What
good
are-
against unarmored foes. Like Jackals, it's terrible against. Grunts, it's not good against. Elites, it's good against, though.
They're crawling all over it. Follow me.
It's pretty good against grunts. What are you talking about?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but it wastes so much ammo and runs out so quickly, and you have to get like 7 in order to explode a single grunt.
Stay
You
out
can't-
of sight.
You can't use less for a grunt than you do for an elite. Same as you wouldn't use a sniper rifle on a grunt as much, because you want to use it on the more powerful enemies. You run out of ammo real fast if you use on every single little piece of cannon fodder.
There's one.
But luckily, Needler was pretty abundant in the game.
Aye.
It's like 45% of it.
Both.
I think
It still takes a long time to defeat a single grunt. So yeah, I'd suggest if you are dealing with grunts, get a headshot capable weapon like the carbine or the battle rifle.
The beam
Pistol
rifles.
is even good.
The beam rifle.
Automatic
When
weapons
you're cursing, with the
are pretty good against elites as well. Both.
The beam rifle is very nice. It's very it's the hot sauce.
Yeah. Beam rifle's
The
great.
what?
It's the hot sauce on the metaphorical burrito.
They made like the focus rifle I remember in Halo Reach, which was really weird.
Can I get in?
I like the focus.
Can I get in
Yeah,
this?
I don't know, some
Focus
of the
rifle's
weapons...
Eyes
I didn't like
open.
the weapon selection as
The
much
highest
in Halo
concentration
Reach
of
as I
enemy
did in
troops is
the other
directly
games.
below the carrier. I don't think
Oh,
I, want
I
you
can
to
only
get on
drive. I
that.
cannot shoot the gun.
That bridge is the most direct route to the city
Yeah,
center.
warthogs are like that. You need to have allies in it. Except the problem is the AIs will just shoot.
Keep going. Hey, come on, watch
Won't
it,
shoot the
Chris.
things you want them to oftentimes. You can't really direct them.
You get to the turret and wait for your AIs to drive. The AI soldiers to drive unless you let them all die. You can't just be down with that warthog.
I don't like the Phantom. To me, it's not very
Phantom?
good.
You mean the ghost?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Ghost. If only you could drive the Phantoms in this game, that would be great.
I like the ghosts. Those things are fun. Zipping around, boosting into
They're so slow.
enemies. Slow? They're one of the fastest things in the game. What are you talking about?
Really? Then everything in the game's so slow.
I don't know what you were talking about, Josh.
I love how this Jackal just doesn't even notice him for a few seconds, then he
I
turns
know.
around and is like, who are you?
I know. And then I shoot him in the face.
How do you shoot him in the face? Like you just waited for him to turn around in order to shoot him in the face.
He was very polite. You know, I was being very nice.
You didn't even knock.
I know. Damn Jackal. Shoulda knocked. One thing which I don't like about this game is how the plasma rifle, in like other games, plasma rifles are good. In this game,
What are you talking about not good?
in this game it's like a mini pea shooter.
Yeah,
It's-
the plasma rifle isn't as good in this game. As,
Come on, let me see your face.
What really frustrates me about the plasma rifle is that it's no good against Flood, really. And that's what they give you in a lot of the Arbiter Flood missions.
I want
Really, Arthur? Pretty useful against the Flood.
What?
I find it very useful to use against the Flood.
Well, not
Oh, yeah.
like, it's not like the battle rifle or a,
Oh yes.
Come
here.
Or a pistol.
I
I like
just
dual wielding plasma rifles is fun. By the way, what do you think of the plasma rifle in dual wielding?
it's still really weak. But it's much better.
Weak compared to what? All the
Uh,
weapons do about the same damage. It's not like,
The bullet weapons.
I'd say the battle rifle's about on par with the assault rifle is about on par with the plasma rifle. I don't know quite what you're talking about.
No, not the assault rifle. The SMG is actually really powerful when you dual wield it. Because unlike the plasma rifle, you don't have to wait for any sprites. It automatically registers the hits.
What do you mean?
Hit scan, right?
Yeah. Like you don't even. All you have to do is kind of aim at the guys, and even if you miss, it doesn't matter.
So, if for those of you who don't know what hit scan is, it's where a weapon
Come on.
in a first-person shooter, instead of it has no travel time. The same frame as you hit the button is the same frame that it hits the enemy.
Exactly.
That's what sniper rifles is. That's of course in real life. Of course, in real life, it will take a while for the bullet to actually get there. But obviously, they don't do that in hit scan.
So if you guys just didn't see that, I expertly took that ghost from the idiotic elite
Isn't that animation really cool?
What?
I really like that animation where you kick them off of the ghost. Yourself.
Yeah, they added that in Halo 2. So it's hard to remember that it's not in Halo CE. I remember trying to grab onto vehicles in CE.
Oh yeah.
Nothing would happen and such.
One thing which I do think they do really nice, I think that the regular plasma rifle's really weak, but the ghost plasma rifles are
This tunnel leads
incredibly
up to the bridge.
powerful.
It's full of rats, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, those
But it ain't swimming.
cannons on the
Those are
front.
just mounted turrets.
But they,
Those are just mounted guns. They're
I
not
know,
plasma
they're a lot faster because you don't have to, they do a lot more DPS because it's boo 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 instead of boo 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 boo.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter.
What are you talking about? The plasma rifle goes.
I don't think they expected us
No,
to
it
be
doesn't.
here. Not you and me.
It overheats, I think, is what
We managed
he's
to
saying.
survive.
No, it's not very
I know, but
fast.
it
The
does help
ghost
explain
doesn't
why I came
overheat.
here with such a small fleet.
And it's also really,
Oh
really
wait, you
fast.
just mean that's faster?
Yeah, or,
Yeah, I
no, no,
suppose it's-
it's
They're both-
faster. Okay, here. So I have a plasma. So I'm gonna use a plasma rifle. Boo 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 boo. I'm gonna drive the ghost. Boo doo 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 doo. It's a lot faster. With the DPS. It has a lot better DPS than the plasma rifle. Though, one thing which I think Half-Life, the original Half-Life did very well, is that they made explosions, really a lot more powerful in Half-Life than in, Halo.
Oh yeah, that's something so funny that,
Well, the reason explosions aren't as powerful in Halo is because to you, to the characters, Master Chief, they aren't that powerful.
No,
He
do
is-
everything
he is
else.
body
The
armor, so the-
explosions have no blast radius. The things have to be right next to them in order to get even remotely damaged. They didn't know how to program
That's how an
explosions.
explosion works.
No, it isn't. There's a blast radius and there's,
There is a blast radius.
but it's so short.
Kick them while they're down.
something so funny that I thought that I noticed in the Gradius series related to explosions and such is that actually Treasure actually took over Gradius 5 when they made it, and they beefed up all the explosions. So it's like an event that takes like 10 seconds whenever an explosion appears. So funny. Of course, Gradius Gaiden doesn't have that.
One thing which I do have to say, Halo 2 does really nicely, is the degrading Warthog looks. Sorry, the degrading Phantom looks. It looks like things were blown up.
Ghosts. Ghosts. Phantoms. What are you calling them? Phantoms?
Phantom.
Where ghost appears every time you. They're ghosts. There's no vehicle in that game called the Phantom besides vehicles that you can't play or control. They're called ghosts. Get it right.
Oh yeah, one thing which I really find stupid about Halo is how are why are they called ghosts? Why are the things called phantoms? Why? I mean, if it's a completely separate alien language.
It's what the humans call them.
Oh yeah,
It's
I,
not-
I killed a Marine. But this is about all we have for this episode.
Alright.
Stay tuned for next episode.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.